And action. Hey, good afternoon. This is Camille with Strength Sessions. I have some very special guests, Jim McDonald and Silent Mike.
This is Jason.
Mike, what's your last name?
Does he have a last name?
All right.
You know, we can find out when you on your registration. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere.
Yeah.
People are starting to find out.
Yeah, people are starting to find
It's
out.
like a rapper, you call it like your government name.
I think don't you have a record or something in Raw?
What's that?
Don't you have a record in Raw?
Probably some shitty one.
Yeah, so that means
Couple
your,
hundred or
It
something.
counts,
So-
though, dude.
Yeah.
that means your name is gonna be on it.
Yeah, you're like number 19 or something like
Maybe.
You're 19 all-time Raw
No,
that. All time.
Probably
not
a year.
just the year.
2013 or some
of the
shit.
top totals.
Yeah. Yeah, my
I think
totals
it's 19.
maybe top 30. Maybe my squat's up there. Maybe my deadlift's up there.
I thought it was your total. Maybe your total's lower. Maybe you're like 48 something. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's not shitty. We'll top it this year.
Anyway.
When's your next meet?
We're looking at doing maybe one in May
Uh-huh.
up at Reading, some CrossFit gym.
Okay.
So we'll see.
And what association would that be?
I think it's APA.
Oh, APA.
Yeah. So me and Ryan Spencer, our local model,
Uh-huh.
we might
Oh,
go
it's
do
in
it.
May? I thought it was in April.
I think it's May 10th.
Because I know Body
Oh, that's
Tribe,
right.
not Body Tribe, but Healthworks, they
Yeah.
normally host the APA meet.
They're
around
doing
here.
one, I think, in like 3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think I'd be ready for it.
It's like April 12th, something like that. You
Yeah.
guys have something that day too, though, right?
Yeah, we did that strength challenge.
Oh, same
It
day.
was a tactical
It was-
strength challenge.
It's
Which
on,
is,
that's on the 20th, I thought.
oh, okay.
You know,
I
it's
don't
like,
know. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing
The
over there.
sign about there said the 12th. I don't know.
I know it literally is like 7 feet away.
Let's go check real quick.
Yeah, I just want to get a full training cycle in. I don't like really program 8 weeks out, but
Uh-huh.
3 weeks out would be cutting it close.
Uh-huh.
Just to get an idea of where I am.
So 8 weeks would be.
Yeah, 8 weeks is better to think about.
Yeah.
Just in my head. I can still like do some reps.
Oh, that'll be in Ireland.
Yeah, sorry. I'll film myself.
Yeah.
You're going all the way to Ireland for like business or just for fun?
Oh, family trip.
Oh, nice, nice.
Family trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how was that?
Sorry,
That's
I
all right.
don't know. Somebody's hitting me up.
You just got twatted.
That's a good way to put it. No, it's like a family trip. Just going with my wife and my mother-in-law and my mother-in-law's husband to. I don't know. I've never seen Ireland. I've never seen the UK. Period. So it'll be fun. I think.
Drink some beer.
Probably drink a lot of beer.
Some
I've actually
Guinness?
had people in. Yeah. I'm not a really big fan of Guinness, but there's other Irish and English beers. I'm just not a big Guinness guy. Although they say all that stuff tastes different there.
Does it?
Yeah, like
Beer
the water
over,
is different, the ingredients are a little bit different.
Yeah, maybe like Budweiser's hella good over there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, maybe.
We
Who
had
knows?
remember we had that guy from Belgium who was here like 6-8 months ago.
The tall guy?
Yeah, it looked like Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, looked and sounded like Arnold. Yeah, like a young Arnold. He said that the beers in Belgium that we have the same brand name here as there. He said they don't taste the same at all. They're much better there. So he's been trying to send us beer since he left. Since he went back.
Just customs.
Customs. Yeah, you just can't get beer through customs.
Yeah.
They're all fucking drunk on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. What a job.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be fun. Actually, I mentioned it on the podcast probably like 6 or 8 episodes ago, and had somebody hit me up on Facebook saying, "You're gonna be in Ireland? You want to train?" It's like, I'm good with my family. I'm not gonna worry about lifting. We're changing locations like every night, trying to see as much as possible. So
Oh yeah.
good chance I'm not gonna be lifting anything now.
Should be fun.
Except the beer bottle.
Except a beer bottle. Well,
40
no.
girls.
Actually, that's been my running New Year's resolution that I don't drink beer out of a bottle anymore. It's got to be poured into
Or
a
Glass, glass, glass.
proper.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it's, you get
Fancy.
the head. It's supposed to. 80% of taste is smell, right? It's supposed to be at least. So you got to be able to smell it. Yeah.
Interesting.
I know nothing about that.
So who's doing the meet this weekend?
Mark Bell, Jess Burdick, Robot,
Ramos.
Ramos,
New dude,
Marcus,
Steven.
Little Steven.
Yeah, the young phenom Marcus.
Yeah. Who else?
No one I care about. Juan.
Juan. Yeah.
He's
Juan's
going for
benching?
700?
Yep, going for a 700-pound bench.
I think he's going to take 700.
I heard that's his opener.
Yeah, and yeah.
Wow.
And
So
he gets
700
He's
or
going
bust.
for it. He's
Yeah,
going for
exactly.
700 or
exactly.
bust.
Yeah, I talked to him last Sunday. He's like, I don't want to just do like 698.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
want
I
690.
think I might be wrong, but I think his best bench was like 697 or something.
Yeah,
So
it's
he's not
just
very
right
happy
under,
about
it's
that.
right under 7.
So he's
whatever
all-
the
Yeah.
kilo
I want
is.
to just get it.
Wow.
Yeah, he's looking good though. Actually, like
Yeah.
his shoulders are looking bigger
Mhm.
than I've seen. Like he's putting in a lot of work outside the gym. I think. So we'll see.
I mean, I think he's probably going to be more successful in the open back shirt. The last meet that he did, he just threw it on like,
Yeah.
maybe 2 sessions before the meet, and he didn't get a PR, but he got a bench in, and that isn't always the case with him. You're always on a fine line with the equipment, how it fits, and whether or not you can touch, and if you touch in the right place, can you press, and
It's a lot of variables.
yeah, it's a whole lot of variables.
How fat you are.
How fat you are.
What is he gonna weigh in at?
I think he's going 242s.
He should.
Who knows?
Cutting weight's dumb.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it though. He's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's still dumb.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, little Sam's doing it.
Right, little Sam, shit.
Who's gonna cut weight?
Oh, Sam
Yeah,
Lockhart.
yeah,
Yeah.
Is he the kid from Davis?
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, yeah.
He's like one
I don't know.
something.
I'm telling all these guys to not cut weight.
165.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's a
175?
he's a
I don't know.
165.
Yeah.
But I don't know
He's
what's
pretty small.
And he wants to cut weight. Huh?
Yeah, he's probably like 5 pounds over or something.
Oh, okay.
But every weight class you are down, the harder.
So
it
he's
is.
Little
Ryan
Steven's
Spencer.
cutting weight too.
I know.
though.
I told him not to.
Yeah, he's
I told
cutting.
him.
What,
Yeah.
you said
He's cutting-
Spencer's cutting weight?
No,
Oh.
Spencer always
Spencer's
cuts
like
weight, too, though.
175. What's
Yeah,
he weigh in?
yeah.
What's he compete at? 165.
165.
165.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He is strong.
He's
Yeah,
jacked,
real strong.
though. He's
Lord.
like-
I think he did 181s in gear maybe. Ryan Spencer, but normally cuts to
But
165.
he has so much muscle that he always looks like bigger than. what
Well, if
he
you
is.
see him in a picture too, you have no clue.
Yeah, I
That he's
wouldn't
like
have-
5'3".
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have guessed that he was that light.
Yeah.
Well, his head's so huge.
Yeah.
You know?
And gel in his hair.
Yeah.
That adds up quick.
He does have good gel. So Jesse's going
Alright.
suited.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Suited and
Reply.
equipped.
Reply.
Quadruple.
all of them.
Yeah.
All of
What
them.
is
How
he-
many can he get on?
What is
Yeah.
he going for?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I think he's going for. I might be wrong. Don't quote me, but I think he's trying to pull about 850, and I don't know his other lifts. I think his bench cycle went really well, so we'll see how his bench goes.
I've known Jesse for a long time, like 10 years now.
Wow.
His last year or so benching has looked better than he
Yeah.
ever has.
Well, I think Mark's doing a lot of his programming. Not to take away from Jesse's work or anything, but it's always easier when someone else is telling you what to do. All you gotta
It
do
is.
do
So
it.
just
yeah.
do the work.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jesse's the smartest dude on the planet, but it's hard to program for yourself.
Because you kind of overthink it. And
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but we wouldn't be right if we talked about Jesse and then talked about.
Katie Hogan.
This
Yeah,
is how-
because I saw a
She-
315 squat the other
Yeah.
day.
She's
In
doing
the-
the meet?
No, she's not.
She's not doing the
She's
meet.
just
Oh, that's
running around in a
'cause-
singlet all day.
She can
I
just sit
know.
around in her shorts
Have you
all
seen
day.
those pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them.
she's
Yeah,
running around in a singlet all day, and Mark's like
and
taking pictures of it.
and Jesse was taking Jesse had a picture this morning, or yet last night of him like putting his girls to sleep or
Yeah,
on the morning
yeah,
or something,
and then
braiding his hair,
with-
braiding their hair.
With her fresh out of the shower.
Yeah,
and her
folding
singlet,
laundry.
Folding laundry.
Yeah, I was gonna
Is
join
it
in.
a video or a picture?
It's just a bunch of pictures.
It's
I'm
just
gonna
pictures,
join in.
yeah.
I'm gonna walk my dog in my
Oh,
singlet.
Jesse. I'm bowing it.
So it's a super training singlet
Slingshot, super training.
and just
NASCAR
doing daily
singlet.
activities.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
But it's not
Reebok.
it's not like a geared singlet where it's like ply or
No, no,
anything.
no,
like
it's
that.
just-
just like
just like a
yeah,
rep-
just like a leotard basically. Yeah, leotard,
Yeah.
unitard. whatever you wanna call
Wheel
it.
and every fed.
Yeah.
Almost wore his singlet
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, he
was
did.
getting
I
comfortable
don't know.
in it. I go, get comfortable in it. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
I
a lot
was
of people-
uncomfortable with him in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was packing, socks in there or what. It was hard to be around. Maybe it was hard. I don't know. It was,
No
Starting
pun
to be
intended.
trendy to train in them now.
yeah. Well, Lillibridge is.
Well, I think it's smart.
To train in your
Yeah, why not?
yeah.
I mean, basketball players train
'Cause then you
in
get used to
jerseys.
it. You might as well
Yeah,
wear a
it's true,
singlet.
yeah.
Why practice in a practice jersey?
I guess that's true. They're just not that comfortable.
Well, and they look dumb.
They look dumb. Yeah. Somebody needs to
I
make.
agree. But even me, I tuck my shorts into my like spandex when I'm squatting. It's just comfortable.
Your singlet isn't
Yeah.
tight though, Mike.
No,
It's
I
like
just got a
baggy.
new one and it's tighter.
That's good.
No,
Soft
no,
the
no.
quads.
I know. I gotta cut to 165.
Yeah.
Walk around like a bodybuilder.
Ripped it. And actually looked like or
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. at
Yeah, 165 would be bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
So if you drop down in it,
Yeah. Well, I was talking to this dude Omar, this YouTuber, and we were talking about meeting at 190s to have a competition.
In November.
Yeah.
That's the meet that Katie Hogan's doing. She's doing.
Oh, maybe. That makes
Yeah, 'cause
sense.
I just saw her
Which
registration
one?
come through.
What's
the
your
other day,
walking
the
weight?
women's,
Uh,
Right now around 200.
Okay.
Okay. So
200 to
that wouldn't
205.
be that bad of a cut.
Yeah, it wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It still suck.
yeah. Well, and he's on the opposite end. He's like $180.
So they,
Yeah,
90
So he's
is,
trying to gain some weight, and I was like, all right, then I'll
you
meet
know,
you.
190 is their catch weight,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meet you in the middle.
Yeah,
like fighting.
So
Yeah.
what is he trying to hit? What does he want?
he's pretty strong. I think he's deadlifted about 565 or 575. Benches about 340, maybe 330 pause.
Yeah.
He's never done a competition though.
Okay.
But he's a
so
strong
that's
dude,
comp, yeah.
and he's really smart. So we're like, well, we'll get you down here at Super Train. He's from Canada.
Uh-huh.
Like, we'll get you down here at Super Train. Let's do this meet, man.
Uh-huh.
He's in Toronto, right?
Yeah, something like that. So we thought about it, and then I don't know what a squat is. Maybe four something. So we'll see. It'll be fun. Whatever.
Didn't you already beat him though? I mean, just based on the numbers. Just,
Yeah.
Just looking at today.
If I could, yeah, definitely. My numbers would beat his numbers, but if I could do that at 190,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident I could, but it's easy to gain strength while you're gaining weight. Hard to keep strength while
Well,
you're
you're
losing.
losing weight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So it'd be just more.
Depends on how you lose it. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Gradual.
I'm pretty gradual right now. I mean, I dropped from like 215 down to 200 the last
So
6
are you
months.
doing any like carb backloading or anything, or just?
I just basically calculate everything.
Uh-huh. So you calculate your total calories for that day?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's about it. Try to plug my carbs in around my workout, because that's when it mentally feels best.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
you know, I wish
That's all.
I wish that like food would just like drop out of something like a slot, you know, like you were
Have
an
you heard about
animal
a
being
3D
fed and that's all you got.
Have you heard
know?
about like a 3D printer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can
3D
make
print your
food.
meal.
Yeah, what if
yeah.
they made me a fucking burrito?
That's
That'd be
bad.
that'd be
That actually
awesome.
sounds good right now.
Yeah.
That's what I just had.
From
Bench
where?
day, Chipotle burrito every day.
But if you're like an animal in a cage
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's all you got, it would be so much easier
Yeah.
to diet.
Yeah, but you'd probably be a bitch if someone else is eating them.
Probably
Like a dog.
so.
Yeah, because they eat the same thing.
Yeah, and they're assholes if they see other food.
They want
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Boots gets chicken and stuff. I give them chicken and
Whatever.
And it explains his gas.
steak.
Yeah.
Jeez,
That explains
man.
a lot, yeah.
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 So this weekend, you said Mark Bell is doing full meet for the first time since. Was that in like last September?
It's
about 2 years
No.
ago.
May of
Oh, it's
2
been
years
2
ago.
years
Yeah.
already.
Oh, since
Wow.
it's, yeah,
May
This
since
is
of-
last geared meet.
May of
Yeah.
2012.
I think he's dropped probably 70 pounds since that meet,
Yeah, he's
and then
looking-
gained another 20.
Yeah, he's looking jacked and tan.
Yeah, so he'll be competing raw also, which is the first time.
Uh-huh.
Maybe since he was like 16 or something.
Yeah,
stupid.
since he was a kid, he doesn't even really know what the numbers that he hit back then.
Yeah, yeah, everything's
It's
a
kind of
PR.
been too long.
So you guys are doing raw and you guys are doing geared then. The same meet?
We actually, I don't think have anybody doing gear.
Yeah, just
Except for
Juan
Juan.
just doing the
Juan
bench.
in the shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesse's super trainer cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's down in the Bay Area.
He's been around since the beginning, and he's Mark's best friend, so he's sort of
He is Mr.
he's
Super
in the
Trainer.
fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we claim him. And then, but yeah, in the meet there's both. I
Okay.
don't know how many. Multiply's starting to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fact.
I don't know if it's dying so much as it's just not gaining at all.
Maybe that's
You know?
it. And Raw's
I mean,
gaining.
not gaining that much. I mean, that's where I started, but I kind of regret it in a lot of ways now. I think that like some of the injury shit that I've been dealing with the last couple of years came
From
from
raw. I
you
mean,
know,
not raw, but from gear.
from being in gear. Like,
From raw.
specifically
Put
specifically
on
two
first day he walks
things.
in the gym.
Specifically two things. I think wide stance squatting and squatting to a box. I think both of those things is just
Tore your knee up.
Yeah, just tore the back of my knee up and my hamstring and all that shit. I can squat in a moderate stance and not have any problems at all.
Yeah, you have a good mobility down there.
But
For your squats.
down there.
I was just saying this.
Down there.
just keeping this right here just in case.
we can do some weightlifting. That's how low he goes.
Okay, he is pretty mobile.
That's how low he goes.
Yeah, he probably
goes
could.
snatch and the clean.
Probably good.
Well, by the time I actually broke down and saw a physical therapist, after 3 years of farting around with a hamstring problem, I did not have that kind of flexibility, and I really, really worked on getting it back. I don't think that if you're an inflexible person, you can get a ton more flexible, but if you're a flexible person who's lost your flexibility, you can get it back. But if I had it to do all over again, I probably wouldn't have gotten in gear. And I didn't even get in gear for 6 months when I first started lifting. Of course, I started lifting after I was 40, which is not what everybody does. maybe not the best idea. I think that, like, Mark is what, 37, something like that.
Old man.
He's gonna have quit lifting by the time he's 40. I mean, for sure.
He's gonna be doing CrossFit at the
Yeah,
Masters.
here he comes.
I don't know about that.
Here he comes.
I don't think he's never gonna get in a rack position. It's
He
never
can't
gonna
even
happen.
curl.
Okay.
Yeah.
He couldn't even curl a bar.
Yeah, his lats are pretty big.
Everything's just
It seems
not
like
up.
get in the way.
Yeah, everything's not up.
So what? I was actually going to ask both you guys your opinions about that kind of wide west side stance and a more moderate stance, and what it is that makes you pick a particular style. Because I know I mean, for the most part, most guys are, especially in squat suits, are super wide. You know, like to me, ridiculously wide. I
Yeah.
feel like my hips are going to break. But then I also see, like Max Ada, who comes from the weightlifting world. He has a pretty moderate stance, and there are a few other guys with moderate stance.
We talked to Max a lot
Yeah.
about it, like 2 months ago. He said basically
Yeah, yours is pretty.
he winded up a
My
little
natural
bit.
stance is pretty narrow.
I think,
my geared stance was really wide.
I think West Side, first off, is geared.
Mm.
You know, so that's squat suits, briefs, all that mess. To really get the best benefit out of the squat suit, it's going to stop you around parallel. So the wider you get, the more stopping power it's going to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to push into the material, which is kind of not up at your hips, rather than moderate stance. You're squatting more with your quads, so your hips probably aren't even moving outwards as much. And then the other basis of West Side is to find your weakness and fix it. And everybody off the street's weakness is going to be hands and glutes. So that's why they box squat. That's why they wide squat. Less quad involved. Everyone's quad dominant. Every athlete ever. So I think that's what that happened, and then it caught on, and it works for gear guys. I think it's also good for athletes. A wide squat stance, working on those weaknesses. Every high school soccer player's quad dominant as shit. How many quad tears do you hear about in the NFL?
Yeah.
Not many. How many ham tears every game?
Yeah.
You know, so why not have them box squat? In terms of just powerlifting and squatting, I think it depends on your leverages, your comfortability, your mobility, and then like insertions.
Right.
We talk about that all the time. As you know, if your hips are wide, if your knees are small, if your femurs are small, whatever, you're gonna find your comfortable zone. The only way to do that is to squat a shit ton.
Squat, get your reps in,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna change your technique based on how much weight you keep adding to the bar.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and it's not bad to squat both forms or every form or whatever. It's very common for someone to be like, "Oh, do some close grip bench."
Yeah.
Well, go do some wide squats. Why?
Why?
I don't squat like that. Well, why not?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Why not?
Mix it up.
Well, in the same way that if you're a conventional deadlifter, pulling sumo, especially as an assistance exercise, is a good thing to do.
Yeah, I find that's less common too now, though. I agree with that 100%.
Well,
But
yeah.
a lot of guys are like,
people
sumo
don't
is really-
understand.
really
I think
true.
it's just people don't understand.
yeah, people don't understand for sure, but people are just like, oh, well, I'm a conventional puller, I'm going to pull conventional.
Jesse trained. He trained conventional because he's a sumo.
Yeah,
He trained conventional until the meet.
That's
And
what
then
the guys
did
do.
sumo
Yeah.
and just killed it.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, you're
Yeah.
shortening your levers by a lot with sumo.
especially
Yeah.
if you're advanced or your technique's broken in, then yeah. If you're a beginner, you got to practice how you
Well,
do it.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember Jesse at the beginning of his powerlifting career went back and forth between
When he
sumo.
punched his coach in the face.
That too. And
You
it
guys
was,
should see
it
that
was a
YouTube
slap.
video.
It was a slap.
That's YouTube.
Slap.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
It was the best YouTube
Exactly.
video I've ever seen. I didn't even know it was Jesse.
You
at
didn't know it was
first.
Jesse?
I just saw it and I started
Wait, what?
laughing my ass
Wait,
off.
what's
so
this?
funny.
What-
He's going for a squat, and like
Yeah.
his coach or somebody screaming at him, firing him up, like showing him, and Jesse just slaps this dude and kicks him out of the way, and goes up to the bar. It was amazing.
Is this
Wow.
on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It was the best thing
This
ever.
is when he had hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit of hair.
Okay.
I didn't. I don't think it's on mine. I don't even know where it
It's a
is.
random one.
It's. I mean, I know who filmed it, but
Yeah,
I think I put it out at one point, but somebody else picked it up.
Yeah.
I don't think I
That
have
sounds
it anymore, but-
awesome.
Yeah, it was great because his coach was gonna like,
Fire
slap
him
him
up,
to,
yeah.
to fire him up, and he just went slapped him right back.
That's his reaction.
He was too fired
He was
up.
pop
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
Right?
It was great.
Jesse's a slapper
That's a
though. I
big,
think
meaty hand too. That would just.
Yeah, he's a
hurt.
big
Yeah,
man.
he is
That would
strong.
hurt.
there's a story about Treston Shull at one of the, I think it was maybe one of the national meets that they went to, and he told Jesse, don't hit me for a deadlift, and Jesse just planted his hand in the middle of Tristan's back, and he missed the lift. And I was like,
Yeah, I'm not into that either.
I can't get fired up like that. I get
Yeah.
fired up in a totally different way.
Yeah, me too.
It's all on the inside.
So wait, yeah.
Well, I mean, we have like the one Kevin. He's this little guy in San Francisco. He's always slapping his lifter's thighs before me.
Yeah.
You see that?
Every time.
Yeah. But I don't think it's the same. Like powerlifters slap like hurt you. Like they'll slap you in the face.
Yeah.
Some powerlifters slap themselves in the face. You know, older
Yeah.
guys. I think there's something to that, like stimulating whatever you're about to move or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I
a
think
little
there's
slap.
definitely something to that.
But-
Yeah, there's something to
But
that.
they're trying to like basically piss you off.
Yeah, they're just getting fired up. They
Yeah.
don't care. But oldie lifters, I think, are a little smarter than us.
But like smelling salts is the same kind of thing too,
Yeah.
though. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
it pisses you off.
Yeah.
Instantly, you're like, that did, you know.
Yeah, it's
that-
weird. A lot of Olympic lifters don't really use ammonia, huh?
No.
They should.
Chris uses it.
Chris,
We played around with it.
Hey,
So Chris,
he's climbed up so far. I mean,
he just
He
hit
almost-
140 something on
he
the
almost
clean
hit
jerk.
117 on snatch too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's put like 40 kilos on both lifts.
Yeah.
A matter of like
I've-
6 months.
I've been here
But
when
he's
he
young
tried.
too, so.
Yeah.
I was here when he tried to do a PR of something with smelling salt. I think it pisses you off too much as an Olympic lifter.
Yeah,
as an
maybe.
Olympic lifter, you need to be a little calmer and a little bit more in control. And it's like that ammonia is just like a bull in a cage.
Yeah.
Just like,
I only ever used it for deadlifts. Really, I never
Yeah.
used it for any other lift unless I was like passing out on a squat or something like that. You know, when you're in gear, there's so much pressure. You get down to the hole. Sometimes you're, you know, get
Oh,
dark,
like
which is uncomfortable. So if you hit some smelling
It's going
salts
dark.
beforehand, you know that can help. But I think I used it in my first meet because actually. I think Jesse did it to me, tell you the truth. He said, fuck, what the hell? It just popped in front of my nose before I went out there. I was like, where the
Whoa,
fuck is the bar? And it was in Vegas, and it was in a hotel, and they had stage lights, kind of. You know, it wasn't on a stage, but there was lights on the platform, so you can't see anything, and all you can really do is pick the bar.
Yeah.
Like, you can't think
Everywhere.
about anything. That really sort of wipes your mind, like shaking an Etch-a-Sketch. You know, so.
So it clears your mind and just ready to pull.
Yeah, just ready to pull. If you can see where you're going, I wouldn't want to do a technical lift. I don't think of deadlift as being all that technical a lift, but weightlifting is a lot more technical in my mind.
I think like
Deadlift is-
we talked about for like a
yeah.
clean. It's not that a clean or a jerk. It's maybe not as bad because you can kind of
You can
fudge.
muscle- you can muscle
it. But a snatch is so precise that
Yeah.
you're fucked.
And you really, to catch a heavy snatch down low, you have to be pretty calm.
Yeah.
And you can't be all like amped up and whoo,
Yeah,
that
but
chicken. Good Lord.
Thanks, boots.
No, we talked about
This is
the.
charcoal
Smelling
underwear.
salt.
Yeah.
Oh, booty.
Oh,
Time for charcoal. Activated charcoal underwear.
it's not a bad idea.
We talked about with the salts because I talked about it with Chris and Ben too. It just you have to get over that whole burning sensation at first, and by the time that happens, it can kind of wake you up, but you have to kind of deal with that first. You just can't and then boom, hit the
You gotta be
step
careful
in.
how much of it you hit too. It's like one of those like
Yeah.
sushi wasabi moments.
Yeah.
where it's like up in your sinuses.
Yeah, there's not a really direct like how much you can actually get at one time.
You gotta be pretty careful.
Most people are doing this
Yeah.
business, like bring it in.
Yeah.
Put
Well,
it
the
in,
nose
pour it
work
out.
too is way more condensed.
Yeah.
You get like a little snap. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
I can do one snap and get after it.
Brian hit some Miller's Torque abs.
Yeah, okay.
So a while
Trainer
ago,
here.
he was trying to do a max on a back squat or something. Holy shit, he hit it. His eyes just instantly.
Yeah.
Boom! He was so big and bug-eyed. Eyes are like red as hell. And you know, Brian, he's loud and like, talking like he's just like shaking everything. It's like fuck, drooling at the mouth. It was the funniest thing ever. Comes up, he's like, man, I think I might have hit too much. I'm like, yeah.
It's almost something you have to like practice, like how much you can take.
The right amount.
Yeah.
for-
Well, same thing is like getting fired up and like your ritual before a lift.
Mhm.
You know, some people go nuts and freaking hammer stuff. Some people go nuts and just bomb.
Yeah.
Get out of
Too
their
much,
mind.
too much stimulation.
I think that really gets down to if you can psych up. Like if you're a person who needs that, then obviously you psych yourself up.
Yeah.
But there's some people who can't do it. They need to lift calm.
Yeah.
They will never like do a psych up for a lift because it's very personality.
I need to be pretty calm.
Sure.
I mean, there's a cap on how fired up you get.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
And Mark
in
is
powerlifting world, I'm pretty calm.
Mark is really the same way. I mean, he can sound a little bit loud.
Yeah.
But
No, he's fairly calm.
He's
he's
pretty
pretty
calm.
calm.
Yeah.
Did you say Bell?
Yeah. It's different. Like there's guys like Even Brandon Lilly, he goes pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Some of the old school guys, fucking Dave Hoff goes nuts.
Yeah.
Hoff's
Really,
really
really
fired up
nuts.
as shit. Burdick's kind of fired up sometimes.
Yeah, he can get pretty fired up.
But yeah, guys like Treston, super calm.
Yeah.
Dan Green's pretty calm.
Yeah, well, Dan Green's pretty calm all the time.
Yeah, the Lilla Bridges are somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Eric can go, bang the bar around a little bit, but Pete Rubish is top level.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy Pete Rubish.
Yeah, it depends.
How much does he weigh?
Last I saw him, I don't know, but he said he's cutting down to 198s
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
Arnold's. So he's probably
He's over two now.
he
maybe
his
2
last
something like
competition.
that.
I don't know where it was. It might have been the one in Illinois with the Lilla Bridges. I don't know, but he was like 242s.
Oh yeah.
He's tall as shit. He's probably about your height.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah,
he's
you
a tall
wouldn't-
dude.
Yeah, you wouldn't think
It
that.
doesn't
but
seem.
He's,
yeah.
he's pretty
Yeah,
tall.
he needs to fill out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a powerlifter. I'm skinny for a powerlifter. You need a certain amount of leverages. If you're 5'8" and above, you have to be probably 220 or more.
Yeah, we talk about the same thing with-
Size, huh?
Ed Cohn's like
Five,
he's probably 2 inches
5'5",
shorter than me.
5'6".
He's probably says he's 5'6", he's probably 5'5".
Yeah, because he's about your height, Camilo.
5'5",
Yeah,
220, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 188, or he probably walked around 220
Well,
or more.
Who's taller, Spence or?
I think
Cohn?
I want to say Cohn might be an inch taller, tiny bit taller than Spence,
Right.
and way thicker, even still.
That's actually a pretty great story because the first time that Spence met Ed Cohn, because Spence is in videos here. It's just Detroit. He's not really stealing anything. It just looks like it. First time that Spence met Ed Cohn, because Spence is in our videos and stuff all the time. Ed knew all about him and stuff, and that was kind of a surprise to Spence. But he didn't think that Ed would be so familiar with him, not just familiar with his list, but familiar period. So when you're not looking, especially if you're Spence, Ed Cohn will come up behind you and put you in a headlock.
Yeah, he'll jack you up.
Punch
What
you.
is he into now? I don't even know what it's called.
Some
Some kind of martial
Like
arts.
some hand-to-hand
It's-
combat.
I don't know, but he pinched my lat and made it bleed.
It's
Like,
the one,
I was just
So he's touchy-feely guy.
Whatever-
yeah, he is.
Very
Yeah.
hands-on.
whichever one that Bruce Lee created.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
Jeet Kune Do.
Jeet Kune Do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to call it Rex Kwon Do, but I know that's not right.
Yeah, he's into all that.
Yeah,
He's a maniac. He told us he was still just banging out reps in 700 still.
Oh, yeah?
raw,
Yeah.
no
nothing.
no knee reps.
Yeah, just
No
messing
reps.
around.
Wow.
No knee reps.
I don't even know. Yeah. How many
After
surgeries?
hip replacement surgery.
How old he is? How long he's been doing it?
How old is he?
I don't know.
He's 50.
50?
But he's been doing it forever.
And Ed is just maybe 6 months younger than me, something like that.
He's a maniac.
How was that trip to Rogue?
Sick, man. They just expanded everything. So I went maybe 2 years ago. Mark texted me. I have family in Ohio, so I was just visiting Cleveland, and Mark texted me. He's like, "Hey, I can get you into Rogue if you want to go work out." It's an hour drive away, so I was like, "Cool, yeah, we'll do it." So my dad rented a car. We went down, and it was a cool gym. It was kind of small, pretty typical CrossFit box, I guess. And they didn't really have a storefront or anything. They had a couple computers where you could see their stuff. I just went in, deadlifted, met with some of the guys. It was cool. Left. Then this time we go in, and we go through the door that I did last time, and it's just a big warehouse, just boxes and everything. I was like, what the hell happened? Go to the warehouse over, and it looks like a college facility, like turf, like every equipment you could ever beg for, and then in the front is a full store basically, shirts, slingshots, all their products up front. It was amazing. Did a little bit of filming, pictures, some videos, saw some of their prototype stuff. It was cool. It's a good company.
Yeah, I like Rogue.
Yeah, they're cool guys. Everybody there knows everything.
Uh-huh.
It's not like we were dealing obviously with their film guys, but they know about all the equipment that's coming out. They're lifters, their main film guys are 181 power lifter,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's cool that it's kind of young people. It's cool that it's educated people.
Yeah, they're passionate about what they do.
Yeah, they like what they're freaking doing. They're not just taking pictures because they like taking pictures,
Yeah.
and it happened to be of weights.
Yeah.
No, Rogue, you said is in Ohio.
What's that?
Rogue is in Ohio?
Yes, in Columbus.
Yeah. No, wasn't the Arnold there too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why we
it's
visited.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember you just
we were
said.
at the Arnold and we just headed over.
So
to
it's
the-
really just like a skip away.
10
Wow.
minutes from the convention center.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Probably 5 minutes from Ohio State.
that's
Campus.
right.
It's
That's
literally
cool.
on the other side of the freeway. They just outdid their whole weight room, I think. All Ohio State's now Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue's been getting a lot of contracts for colleges. I
That's
heard.
huge.
Yeah, it's really big. I mean, I'm sure they numbers and money wise, it probably won't